What's happening, folks? Back for the next Aha music video reaction, and we're going to watch the music video for The Living Daylights, the song they recorded for the 1987 Bond film of the same name, written by Paul, I believe. I am also aware that the version on Stay on These Roads was re-recorded, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the original recording. That would be my expectation. Now, because this is from the Bond franchise, I believe that's why it's not included in the listing of Aha music videos on their official YouTube page. So this is coming from a third-party channel. Nevertheless, I do enjoy the song a lot, and I've noticed going through some live performances from Aha, it seems to be a crowd favorite with a lot of audience participation at their shows. And yeah, I'd expect this to feature footage from the film, perhaps interspersed with the band performing it, but I'm not quite sure what to expect, so let's watch it. This is the music video for The Living Daylights by Aha, which again is part of the soundtrack for the 1987 film, as well as their 1988 album, Stay on These Roads, though I think the versions are different. I am now remembering that parts of this were shown. I think it was mainly this scene, which I'm guessing this is like a Bond stage or a Bond related recording stage. But yeah, parts of this were shown in the Aha movie, though I don't think there was footage from the film, so maybe those parts were not shown in that section of the film. But yeah, I do recognize this a little bit as we get to this shot.
Down to the wire. Set your hopes up way too high. Living's in the way we die.
I was about to say, I'm not a huge fan of using that filter so much, making it look like old grainy film footage, but I did like the way, as with the blood in the, classic opening Bond sequence, the way it slides down the page, or the screen rather, and the way in which the clear shot of them in the studio was revealed as the old grainy footage filter faded away. I did like that. So I reacted to a Duran Duran music video in the same session for My Own Way, and I said during that video that there were a number of shots which seemed ridiculously close to the faces of the band, especially Simon singing. This is not quite as intensely close, but it still feels like a couple of those shots were they would benefit from being a little farther back. Like this shot I think is perfect, but again, there were a couple earlier ones where they're so close it feels like it's almost like too much in the shot, and you wish you'd get a little space to give it a bit more depth. But I'm no video director, so I don't know how these decisions are made. But that was my reaction to the aesthetic. It's also funny, like these kind of moments here with, the vehicles and even specific physical moments from the film interspersed with the band, as I suspected we might see, although maybe not quite in this way. It looks dated now, I think that's fair to say, but I imagine at the time it probably was pretty impressive, certainly would have been expensive, I would think, so it does seem, again, even if some videos are more impressive than others in the early phase of a-ha music videos, that there wasn't a lack of money being put into the productions. Now, again, with this one specifically, you could say that's maybe more about it being part of the Bond franchise, which I don't know when the height of popularity or, when people consider the golden age, maybe the earliest ones with like Sean Connery, but still, I am impressed by the amount of technological innovation in some of their early videos, even if, again, some of it now looks a bit dated. I think I mentioned this in my a-ha video, or rather audio reaction to this song, but I've never seen this film. I don't really follow the Bond franchise, but the one Bond film I did see in the theater was also a Timothy Dalton one. It was License to Kill, so I actually know the look of this generation of Bond. It's funny, I mentioned that it might be a Bond stage, like, where some of the Bond shot or scenes are shot that are, maybe meant to be outdoors, or where they're using a studio rather than being on location. And it looks like it's literally called the 007 stage. Okay, so we have 20 seconds left of the video here. What's happening? All right, well, I'm just going to assume that the last 9 seconds are also complete blackness. Yeah, I mean, again, it looks a bit dated in terms of the special effects, but it's a great song. And as I said, knowing that this became a real crowd participation song in their live performances, it is very enjoyable to hear. And yeah, there's some moments where you can see, Paul really getting down on the guitar, Mags doing his keyboard thing, this time seemingly with them plugged in. And yeah, ultimately, maybe not my favorite video among their early ones so far, but as I've said, I think during the audio reaction, it must be quite an honor to have been chosen to do a theme song for a Bond movie when the franchise seemingly has been popular internationally since the early days. So, cool video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.